Hi friends, I am Penny Hunt and this is Penny Heart to Heart. I've been coming to you now for 19 days. Today is day 19 of these Heart to Hearts, giving you tips and techniques about how to get through this crazy time that we're in right now. And really, you can use these for everyday life, even after we're through this world crisis that we're in right now. Before I start, I want to tell you if you want to be in the drawing for my book giveaway, all you have to do is in the comment bar write, "I love your book," and at the end of the week I will draw a name from those of you who have commented that and mail a book off to you. As soon as I can get to the post office to do some mailing, I have a stack growing of books and they will all be mailed as soon as that's possible. So if you want to be in the drawing, I'd love your book in the comment line. Today, I want to talk to you about something that we all do, even all the time, even before this crisis, and we'll do it after the crisis. But I want to talk to you about it because I think it's heavy on our minds right now. And that is worry. We all worry. And we worry about so many things. You probably have somebody in your life that you know, maybe it's you, that are the worrier of your family. You worry about everything. I know people like this that worry to the point of making themselves sick, because I really do think worry wears on your health and your mental state and your heart and every piece of your body. And so worry can really damage you if you do it a lot. So I want to give you some tips and techniques about worry. I want to outline a couple ways that we worry and then ask you 3 questions to think about. And then I'm going to give you a really great tip at the end that you can use that is a big help with worry. So going back to those people that worry a lot, you know, the worriers that worry about every little thing. Everything has to be perfect maybe in their world, and that's why they worry, because they want everything perfect and they worry that it won't be, and usually it's not. You know, the worriers that worry about the possibility of something happening, like well, that's possible, and they can conjure up great imagination in their mind of the horrible things that could happen. And then think about the people that worry after the fact. After something is done, they worried in the process, and then after it's done, it's history, they worry about what could have happened. And they're still playing these scenarios in their head about how horrible it could have been, it might have been. And they talk about, well, what if this would have happened or that would have happened? And so they're still, even though it's past and done, they're still worrying about the what ifs, what if it would have happened. And so many different ways to worry. So here's what I want you to think about. 3 questions, and you might want to write these down because they are great questions. Can I change it? So are you worrying about something that you can change? And if that's true, then figure out how to change it. If it is something that you have power over and you can control and you're worrying about it, and you can change it, then change it. And maybe you need to make a plan, maybe you need to outline steps, whatever it is you need to do. If you're worrying about it and you have control and power, change it. Here's another one. The second question, can I stop it? Are you worrying about something that you can stop from happening? And this is kind of like changing it, but if you know a disaster is going to happen, if you know something really bad is going to happen, can you stop it? So if you know that when you drive and you text while you drive that there's a good chance that you could have an accident, then stop it. You know that. So don't just worry about things that you can stop and that you have control over. And the last one, you need to go to this one before you do anything. All 3 of these go hand in hand. Is it mine to worry about? I think so many times we worry about everybody else. We worry about our kids and our grandkids and our parents and friends, and we worry about things that they're doing that we have no control over, and it's not our business to worry about. Everybody has a right to hold their own worries. They're not ours to share. So if it's not something that is yours to worry about, if you can't stop it, and if you can't change it, then why are you worrying? So if you put all these three together, if you're worrying about something that doesn't belong to you, if you're worrying about a friend's behavior or something, and you know you can't control anyone else except you can't control what that other person is going to do, so you can't stop it, and you can't change it. And it's not yours to worry about. It's not your business to worry about in the first place. And I will go a little bit further with this and say that really, when you start trying to control other people, when you worry about their actions and you think you can stop them and you think that you can change it, you are meddling in their life path. And it is their lesson to learn. So sometimes when we stick our little noses in where it isn't supposed to be, and we're worried and we think we know best and we can change it and fix it and solve it for them, maybe we're interrupting the lesson that they are supposed to learn. Maybe it's not ours to worry about. It's not ours to change. It's not ours to stop. It's not our lesson to learn. So those are the things that I want you to answer when you start to worry. Now, right now in this world, we have a lot to worry about. Every day we watch the news and the numbers keep going up for people that are testing positive for this virus. And if it's not already in your state or your community, it's probably coming. And so we worry about what that will look like. Here in Wyoming, we're kind of in the middle and we don't have tons yet, but it's, excuse me, it's growing. And so it's a worry. Every night when we check the news to see what the number is today, we know that it's coming to us and it will go up. And so that's a worry. That's a concern. Can we change it? Can we stop it? What we can do, and is it ours to worry about? Well, yes, I think this is everybody's to worry about a little bit. But what can we change and what can we stop? I don't think we can go out with a stop sign and stop this whole virus. We can't do that as an individual. But what we can do is everything they're telling us to do. Stay in your house. Only get groceries as you absolutely need it. And wash your hands and all these things that they're telling us to do. That is how we can hopefully change it and maybe not stop it, but stop the progression. That's what we keep being told. So when you're so worried about it, just put it back. What can I do? How can I stop it? What can I do to help this situation? And instead of worrying, implement the things that you can do and feel good about that you're doing things that you can do. And maybe you can volunteer. I know there's a lot of people making the masks for medical professionals and things like that. There are things that maybe you could do that would make you feel like you are changing it and stopping it and help you with this worry. I want to say that worry, if you think about this, worrying is really negative meditation. Think about that. My very first video 19 days ago, we talked about meditation and how to do meditation to keep ourselves calm and not worry. And negative meditation is just the opposite of that. You're thinking about something, but it's not going to make you calm because you are concentrating so hard, meditating over and over for hours and days at a time about what you think the worst case scenario is going to be. So it is meditation of a negative kind, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. The other thing, I think I've spent 2 videos on visualization. It is also visualizing the worst, because isn't that what we do when we worry? We're thinking, oh, this could happen, or that could happen, or this is going to be the worst thing ever. And our mind goes directly from here to the worst case scenario, and that's what we worry about. And so if you look at it this way, you don't want to be doing negative visualization. You don't want to be doing negative meditation. You want to always keep your mind in the positive. So I'm going to give you a tip. Worry starts with W. And so I'm going to share with you this big gold W. See it? big old W. So if you can find yourself a W, and we're not going to go out shopping for a big W, make one out of a piece of paper or print a cute W out on the printer and cut it out and put it somewhere that you see it. And it will be a reminder to you to not worry. Put your worries away. When you see that W, you think, I'm worrying again. And so it's a trigger for you to think, now what am I doing? Am I worrying? Am I making myself sick? Am I worrying about something I can't change or can't stop? Is it mine to worry? So the big W gives you a visual. I'm big on visual things to trick our mind and remind us of things. And so if you can set it in a place where you're at a lot. So for example, if you have a chair in your home, you know, by the fireplace or by the TV where you're sitting a lot, and you find yourself sitting there watching the news and you start to worry more and more. And if you have a W in sight where you can see it, your eyes will glance at that, and then you'll think, oh, yeah, I'm worrying again. And it's not bad to be updated every day of what's going on. I think it's probably not good to sit watching the news 24 hours a day and getting yourself worked into a frenzy. But if you check in on it in the evening or whatever time of day you want to, and see what's happening and where the numbers are, and keep yourself knowledgeable of what's going on, but don't let yourself get to this point of worry. And so find a W, put it up somewhere, and be able to see it so that when you feel your mind going that way, it will trigger you to think, am I doing negative meditation? Am I doing negative visualization? Am I worrying about something that's not mine to worry about, that I can't change, that I can't stop it? But what can I do? What can I do that makes me feel like I am helping, that I'm contributing, even if it's just in your own home? What can you do for yourself and for your family to keep everybody positive, aware, but positive about what is happening and where we're going to be? I want to leave you with one thought, and this is so important to remember. If you look back on your life, and I've had my share of worrying. I've been a worrier in my life pretty heavily before. I try not to worry too much now, but everything that we've worried about in our life so far, we have lived through. Everything in our life that we have worried about so far, we have lived through. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right? So all those times and all those hours and all those sleepless nights that we worried about something, we are now here to tell the story. We have lived through it. Maybe it didn't turn out exactly the way we wanted, but think about all the hours you spent worrying. Did that change it? Did that stop it? Was it really yours to worry about? Or did you waste all that time in your life worrying? Everything we've ever worried about in our life, we have lived through, and we're here now. I always want to just give you something to think about, and my hope is always that when we're done here, you will think about it further, that you will share it with someone, that you will implement some of my tips and techniques into your life, and that they will help. And maybe you share them with others and share these videos and invite them to join us. I've been here every day, 3 o'clock Mountain Time for 19 days. And if you've missed some of them, they're all on my YouTube channel, and they're in the playlist. And so you can binge, watch 19 videos if you want, of all my tips and techniques. And thank you, Brandy and Lori. Thank you so much for watching. So if you want to go to YouTube channel, or you can scroll through this Facebook page and find all of them. So there are many places that you can find them. Again, if you want to be in the drawing for my book, just in the comment line, write, "I'd love your book," and you'll be in this week's drawing for a free book, and I will get it in the mail as soon as possible. I want to thank you for your time. I know this is a commitment. Some of you have been here with me, I think, 19 days, and listened to all my tips and techniques. And I appreciate you. I am grateful that you come and join me. And I just hope it helps. I am Pennie Hunt, and this has been Pennie Heart to Heart. Thanks for watching.